Hello, my friends, and welcome back to the Extraordinary Self podcast. It is almost the end of June. I cannot believe this month went by so fast. I had an amazing time celebrating my birthday, my dad's birthday, my daughter's birthday. It's just a fun month for me. And it is officially the beginning of summer. I look forward to some weeks with my children, enjoying and making memories. And I just want to thank you. Thank you for joining me in this little mini series that I wanted to do during my birthday month on different phases of our lives, of different seasons of life. And if you have been listening, we've explored childhood, that time of innocence and imprinting. We've looked at our teenage years to a great conversation with a good friend. And we've also talked about the 20s and 30s, that time when I feel it's all about striving and searching and identity cementing, that early adulthood life. And each stage has been layered, right, with lessons, longings, and turning points. And now in this final episode of the Life Stages series, and in celebration of my 44th year on this planet, we're stepping into the sacred wisdom of what comes after the later years. Not from a place of arrival, because obviously I haven't lived those later years. And I truly do hope to live a long, beautiful, healthy life, but more from a place of perspective. Today's episode is special. It's not just a reflection. It's a letter written from the older, wiser version of me, or I hope so. I hope to be, to that woman who I am right now. It's the view from the metaphorical rocking chair, where time has softened the edges, clarity has replaced urgency, and love has become the greatest metric of a life well lived. When I envision that little old lady, myself, I have a picture of what I want to be feeling and living my life, and what I would like to be thinking and, meditating upon and being grateful for at that stage in my life. To those of you who have listened to the series, shared it, and reflected alongside it, thank you. Your presence here has made this little birthday project or series meaningful. As we close the series, I would like to invite you to write your own letter from your own future self to the version of who is still becoming. I think this is an important practice because if we don't envision, if we don't have a picture of that person, it would be difficult for us to now start embodying what that means and what we need to do to become that human in that rocking chair. When everything else kind of falls away and all you have mostly is time. And so I want to be a certain version because, to tell you the truth, I've met lots of older generation humans on this earth, and I've been blessed with so many great examples of people who I can imagine kind of embodying that energy. They obviously have their own and have had their own path in life that's unique to them. But what I'm talking about is the state of mind that they're living in, the person who they are, aside from like what is accomplished on this earth, like their careers and what they're living in, what type of house and what type of retirement they are existing in, more like the energy that they're living in. That's what I care about. Like, who do I want to be and how do I want to be existing in that phase in my life? So whether you write it down, whisper it during a walk, or simply hold it in your heart, know this: your life is a masterpiece in motion. And as Carl Jung once said, the privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are. So let's begin. This is my letter to myself from the woman I hope to one day be. Dear younger me, I'm writing you from the stillness of a slower season, the one where nothing needs to be proven anymore. My days are simpler now, yet richer. I sit in my rocking chair, watching the sun rise slowly and time stretch gently. And I want to tell you what I now know for sure. So much of what you think matters doesn't. The titles, the timelines, the perfectly stacked goals, the way your body looks in photos, the applause, the fear of missing out, even the opinions that once dictated your choices. They all dissolve eventually. What endures are the quiet things. Did you laugh enough? Did you forgive quickly? Did you keep your heart open, even when it was easier to shut it? Did you notice the way the light poured into your kitchen at 3 p.m.? Did you say, I love you enough? Did you stop long enough to see your daughters as they are, not as projects or reflections, but as miracles? What matters is not what the world thought of you. It's who you became when no one was looking, the kind of woman you were when your kids needed safety, the kind of friend who remembered birthdays, the kind of wife who kept choosing love when it wasn't convenient, the kind of daughter who healed what wasn't her fault. You learned to let go of what no longer served you, not out of anger, but with deep reverence. You stopped performing. You stopped needing to earn your place. You finally understood that living in your true essence wasn't selfish. It was sacred. And movement, it became holy. Not just reps and routines, but a return to yourself, your body, a wise and faithful instrument. You moved not to fix yourself, but to feel yourself. You gave more than you took, but never from emptiness. You protected your peace like it was your home, because it was. And God, He was not someone you performed for. He was someone you walked with, quietly, constantly. You used your voice to draw eyes to Him, not yourself. And that's what made you unforgettable. The only things you will regret are the times you rushed through sacred moments in the name of productivity, the times you stayed small so others wouldn't feel uncomfortable, the words you didn't say because you feared they'd be too much, the love you withheld out of self-protection, the memories you didn't make because you were waiting for the perfect timing, body, or situation, the days you judged yourself instead of embracing the beauty of simply being alive. And most of all, you will regret not trusting how deeply loved and guided you already were. I want you to know you don't have to wait until this rocking chair to live this way. Start now. Be here. Be soft. Be strong. Be you. Forgive often. Love without needing it back. And live with the kind of joy that cannot be measured by milestones. You are already becoming the woman I now am, and she is more than enough. With love, your future self. Thank you so much for sitting with me in this moment, for honoring the sacredness of looking both forward and back. As this Life Stages series comes to a close, I want to leave you with this invitation. What would your older self say to you today? If you had just one letter to leave behind, not about your career or your plans, but about your heart, what would it say? Would she remind you to slow down, to stop performing, to love harder, to let go sooner, to come home to yourself? You don't have to wait for a rocking chair to live that way. Write your own letter, whisper it, journal it, share it with someone you trust. Because as the great Viktor Frankl once said, ultimately, man should not ask what the meaning of his life is, but rather must recognize that it is he who is asked. So my friend, live like someone whose life is the answer. Live with softness, live with reverence, with joy, and I'll meet you here again soon for whatever comes next.